one approach you're doing this question, and it probably is quite tempting to start with, is to try to kind of count the roots as we go. So we could do that one, or we could do like that one, or we could do that one. So you could maybe work out all the different ways of getting this. And then you could even use symmetry and say that's going to be exactly the same. And you could try and add them all together. That's definitely possible. That will work. You might find that you miss some. In this case, it'll probably round to 25. Like your answer is going to be close to 25, which is the answer, and you will get there. But I'm going to share with you a better way to do it because it's worth taking this on board for future questions. Instead of like working out, all the different routes, we're just going to work out the different ways to get to each square. Now we need to bear in mind the fact that I'm just going to focus on these three. Once I've got to these three, I'm never going to return to them. So I've just got to look at the different ways I can get to these squares. And there's only going to be one way because once I've got to them, I then stop. Now we're going to look at the ones below. So these ones. Now, the only way I'm going to get to these ones is for it to be the second zero because we're going for 2009. This is the second zero. I just need to take into account how I could get to each one. And this this one, for example, the only way I'm going to get to it is by either going down from here or diagonally down from here. So there's going to be two ways. And what I'm doing actually is just adding the one and the one together. The same is going to be true for this one. Okay, I can either get there from above or to the top left. I cannot get there from that one because there's no way I could have got there after one move. For symmetry, these are also going to be 2 and 2. Now this 0 down here, the only way I can get to it is by going directly down, actually, from this square, you might say, just by the 1 by itself. So the ones in red are after one move, the ones in blue are after two moves, and I'm just systematically collecting the number of ways that I can get to each set, which takes me to the nines. So to get to this 9, I can either get from here or from here, but because there were two ways to get to this 0, two ways to get to this 0, it's actually going to be four ways. And by symmetry, it's going to be 4 up here. Now this one, I could get there from top left or above or from this one. So actually there's going to be 5 ways. This one here, there's going to be 3 ways because it's either the 2 from this 0 or the 1 from the 0 above. Here there's only one way, like straight diagonal. And then this is going to be 3 and this is going to be 5. So really nice way of doing this question. We just have to add them together now. We're going to get 9 plus 3 is 12, double it to give 24, add 1 gives 25. Neat.